What's going on, people? It's Randy again, Parlay, Media Locks, whatever you want to call it. Once again, we back with another video. And basically, bro, we just gonna be yapping, bro. Like, we just gonna talk about random shit. Not random, but not too random, but not too important, you know, just chatting. So, for one, let's talk about some sports right now. Alrighty. So, my predictions for the March Madness tournament that's coming up. And if you see in the background, you can obviously tell what type of fan I am, who I'm a fan of. Let's not get beside ourselves, because I am a legit fan. Not only am I a legit fan, I'm an unbiased fan. I don't pick sides when it's time to talk about real sports. It's time to talk about real opinions. I don't switch sides. I don't pick sides based off of who I like and who I don't like. I'm gonna keep that shit straight up. But what I'm gonna say is, my team in the back, in the sport of basketball, we are gonna win the chip once again. We're going back to back. Let me explain this. So far, there is no one in the collegiate league right now that can put up with the Florida Gators. They can put up with the size, that can put up with the physicality, that can put up with the matchups. I honestly thought Arkansas was probably our best challenge. That's what I thought. I'm not scared of no one from the Big 12. The Big 12 and the Big 10, they don't play any defense whatsoever. They don't play no defense. It's basically a fucking field day over there in that conference. All they do is just score, 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 score. No one plays defense. The only team that plays defense can't play offense. And we all know who that is. Actually, like two of them. If anything, I like Iowa State's offense over Houston's offense. Y'all gotta understand, bro. Last year, when I watched March Madness, mind you, Houston has basically the same team from last year. Besides bro, Flemings. I watched Houston last year. Houston had no offensive creation whatsoever. No off. They relied on their defense to win games. And they say defense wins championships. Not with those niggas. Oh, they're just not good offensively. And I keep telling everyone. I tell everybody who try to talk about them like they this and they that. Bro, when they play a good ass team, when it's time to go to the playoffs, or it's time to go to the tournament, or it's time to go to the, these tough ass games where you gotta get into that last 2 minute stretch and you need a bucket, they not the guys. They're not the guys for it. They can't do it. And it's no hate towards them. There's nothing towards them. They can't do it. They cannot get the job done. Houston is frauds. They are frauds. Fraudulent basketball. That's what I call fraudulent basketball. Houston and Iowa State. I feel like Iowa State has a more presence when it comes to offense, but they're on the same boat as Houston. But I just feel like Iowa could probably, you know what I'm saying, float more to the top on the offensive level. I do feel like Houston has the best defense in all of college basketball. Actually, I think they've had the best defense for the past couple of years. You know, that coach. And it's not just about the perimeter defense and the on-ball pressure. It's more so what deep pressure. It's deep pressure. It's not so much a defense. It's the pressure that they play with. It's the physicality that they play with, and it's the the 50-50 balls. That's what makes them so good. To the point where now you're tired. Somebody has to get a bucket. You can't get a bucket on that team, and they're probably going to get a point off transition. When your offense is based off transition basketball, that only means one thing. Because when it comes down to the March Madness tournaments, the conference championship tournaments, where a coach wants to slow it down, not pick up the pace, and now y'all don't know how to react based off that. When it gets down to that, they're not gonna be ready. They depending on them defensive transition takes. They ain't gonna be able to get that when you got a good coach. When you playing against a good coach. That's why I say Houston is no match for Florida. Because Florida not only has a good coach, they have a great starting five. Each player on the starting five individually can do something, and at the same time, they coexist with each other. Everyone can do the same thing. At least, like when it comes to scoring, when it comes to playmaking, when it comes to getting the job done, doing your job, your position role. Xavion Lee, I honestly didn't think me, me, a Gator fan, I honestly didn't think Xavion Lee was going to be that guy. Coming from an Ivy League school straight to an SEC basketball school, let alone a school with a lot of historic dominance in the sport of basketball. Well, shit, both sports. Coming to Gainesville, an Asian dude coming to. I'm sorry if he's Chinese, Asian, I don't know, Japanese, whatever. No disrespect to you, bro. I see all y'all the same over there. But who would have thought a guy like that would be coming to Gainesville? He getting 4.0 GPA, 4.0 GPA. He coming to Gainesville to play basketball. Like, 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 bro, you're not serious about basketball. This man trying to goddamn, trying to be a Harvard professor. This man ain't serious about basketball. Do we think he's serious about basketball? I ain't sitting here to say he ain't. But like, when you see a guy who's at Harvard, you can only like conclude one thing from that. He's not going just to play basketball. Unless I see a hood nigga on Harvard's team, which I probably won't ever do. Will never will. I'm not gonna be convinced that you're only here to play basketball. Like you went to Harvard for a reason. Unless even e- even if Harvard offered you, you had the grades. You had to have some type of means to go to Harvard. You know, not Harvard. I'm sorry, Princeton, Ivy League. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Ivy League, same standards. So it's just coming from Ivy League straight to the SEC. Who are we kidding? Do we think he's gonna continue to do how he's balling? When I first looked into him, when I heard he was transferring over, and I seen how many points he averaged, I automatically assumed I called him Damian Lillard. I call him Chick Fried Rice Lillard or Xavier Fried Rice Lillard. Or you could call him Xavier Lee Lillard. It don't matter. They all mean the same. It's all synonymous with each other. But no, for real though. I literally thought, I honestly thought he was going to not be a bust, but just be a bad experiment. Like how Boogie Flan was for us last year. Not for us, but how Boogie Flan played last year. I expected Boogie Flan to take us all to the top, especially with that little lineup they had. But it didn't work like that. And maybe Boogie Flan just didn't work in, Coach K's offense or whatever the case is. I don't know. We don't know. But I can assure you, I did not think the offense would come together how it is now. We're killing teams. We are killing teams. You putting belt to ass on each team we play. And I said something. Y'all have to understand, bro. Like, Florida is dominating. They are dominating every single team that come against us. And I'm not shocked about it. I'm not at all whatsoever. It's more so like, damn, we did this shit last year. People thought we weren't gonna do it. We literally about to do it again. And that's honestly why I had to buy those tickets, bro. I had to buy those tickets to go to Orlando because not Orlando. We're gonna go to Tampa. Me and my dog Giselle. I'm gonna make a video on that later on. But we're gonna go to Tampa and we're gonna go watch the March Madness game. Florida right now, they're projected to be that top seed in the South. And then, what region? The South region. So we do. I believe that they will beat the first game, and then we're gonna be there for that last game before they branch off into the next city, like that. Like the championship of the first round. If that makes sense. If you guys know what I mean, basically. Um, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna win that first game because I think they're matched up against Merrimack, projected. But anyways, the same type of path. Like y'all not understanding, bro. You cannot put no one up against Florida. And I'm not trying to brag on Florida. I'm not trying to say. I'm being honest with myself. I'm being honest with y'all. Who can honestly? Who can fuck with Florida? Who can fuck with Florida? Please, somebody tell me. The Florida Gators Basketball Association. Who can fuck with Florida? It's hard to say. Bama. Bama has no defense. Bama will score 105 points and give up 110 the same night. South Carolina, dingaling. Missouri got one NBA prospect on that team. I like Missouri. I do, but not to beat Florida. We had our struggles early in the year. We did. But the fact that we brung it together and now we're beating the shit out of every single team we play, it's a scary sight to see, bro. It's honestly a scary sight to see. I don't see nobody else. The only team I'm not worried about, but Michigan seems as if they're not fucking around. Michigan seems as if they have everything it takes, but at the same time, I don't trust a Big Ten school. I don't trust it. No disrespect to them, but when was the last time a Big Ten team was good? You can't say UCLA. They just joined the Big Ten, and even then, they still not good. Sky Clark been on that squad for like 5 years. But seriously though, Big Ten plays no defense. So Michigan, as soon as they face up against ACC school or SEC, bro, they're getting cooked, and I can vouch for that. Merch that. Michigan, Michigan State. You see Michigan State. Michigan State got exposed early. What happened to Michigan State is what's going to happen to Michigan when it gets to that point. Shit, Michigan may not even win the championship in the Big Ten. They might just lose to Michigan State again. They fuck around and lose to UCLA, bro. Matter of fact, bro, them niggas will fuck around and lose to Northwestern in the first round. Like, Michigan ain't that. I don't know what y'all think they is, but they not that. Michigan's not taking it far. They gonna fuck around and lose first 2 rounds, of March Madness tournament. And then you got teams like Arizona. You got teams like BYU. BYU was definitely a bust. Definitely a disappointment. I was for sure BYU was gonna make it to make it far. I mean, they still got them in the tournament right now. But they had that one injury with I call him Troy Bolton. Me and the guys call him Troy Bolton. But I forgot his name. Richie Saunders. We didn't tore his ACL his senior year. That sucks. I watched Richie Saunders since the beginning of his career. I always called him Troy Bolton since. A smacker, a shooter. And then I seen what's the name? I seen BYU grab DJ. I said that's gonna be a nice squad. And I seen Rob Wright went over there. I said, okay, that squad looking like it's gonna be something. They got a nice little center over there. Okay, like I can get down with this. But obviously, it turned out for the worse. So if DJ can make a nice playoff run and get to the tournament and at least like third game, I doubt it. No hate. I want him to be first pick. But, just the circumstances right now, I doubt it. But if that was the case, that'd be a good case for him. I personally like him over Darren Peterson. Here we go with Darren Peterson. DMP. DMP Peterson, bro. Listen, I don't know what's actually going on. You know, like I don't want to say that he doesn't like to play basketball because he's not like that overly good height to where that we could say, oh, he's in basketball because he's tall, or he's playing basketball because he's just good at basketball. I feel like as a 6'5", 6'6" guard, you have to have a lot of skill. Like yeah, especially with hamstring injuries, with issues, you gotta have a jump shot. Every great shooter has a hamstring injury, bro. Has a hamstring problem. All the great shooters have hamstring problems. The one who get elevations on their shot, they always have hamstring problems. Cam Thomas, Devin Booker, Kobe Bryant, I'm pretty sure he had hamstring problems. Dwayne Wade, look at his knees, terrible. And that's not necessarily a hamstring, but lower body. Like, it's almost damn near like made for success in a way. But anyways, Darren Peterson doesn't want to play basketball, it seems. Now, if he's having these hamstring injuries and he wants to like hold off until he gets closer to the league, so he doesn't like risk his injuries, risk his body. Okay, I can get behind that. I understand that totally because it's a business now, so you have to treat it somewhat like a business. But at the end of the day, you're young. you're like a teenager still, damn near. No one should be able to tell you like you should have this want to play basketball. Like want to play basketball. Like I'm trying to play basketball so bad that the injury's not. Nigga, back then when I was getting, I don't know about y'all, but in the trenches, nigga, when we at the park, we fucking stub our toe, nigga. We goddamn twist our ankle. We we limping that bitch off until it's time to play. We're literally limping it off until it's. They say walk it off, walk it off. We ain't doing none of that tape and shit. And honestly, maybe we should have. Maybe that's the difference between us and the NBA players. But like, what I'm saying is, I wanted to get back out there and play. Like, no one, the nigga who had next wasn't finna take my spot. No, I'm finna hop back on. Like, no, and that's just the thing. Like, whether or not if he's ignoring, not ignoring, but if he's not trying to play, I feel like he shouldn't be the first one picked, no matter what. I feel like DJ definitely deserves it more than anyone. It's gonna be a good draft, very good draft. No one's gonna be able to fail at a pick. But what I'm gonna say is DJ should definitely be number one pick. He's carrying his team as of now. His over line is at 30 points. I don't remember the last time I seen that from a college player. Your over under is at 30. Nigga, what? That's crazy. That's like beyond crazy, bro. Like your over under is at 30. That's beyond crazy. I mean, to drop 30 in college consistently. 30 in college is like a consistent 25 in the NBA. Consistent 25. Mind you, he's in the Big 12, so ain't no defense being played. But like, come on, it's 30 points, bro. Consistently. How he gets to the free throw line. Like when I see him with 6+ free throws, I know he's an NBA player because he knows how to get fouled. It's not about you being a foul baiter, bro. It's about you knowing the positioning of the defense, so you know how to position yourself. Shit, you know how to flail your body in a good way, in a noticeable way to get the foul. SGA, as much as a foul baiter he does, SGA always gets into his spot and they continue to foul him. SGA is good at what he does, whether it's foul baiting or whether it's shooting, playing basketball, whatever. He's good at what he does. But at the same time, he knows how to get fouled. He gets the defense into trouble. So now the coach has to make substitutions. Like that's a player that you want on your team. DJ does all of it well. He could shoot three. He could get to his spot in the mid range. He could pass, not so well, but he could pass. He make good plays, good IQ, good poise, good jump shot. No wasted movements. DJ is the number one pick. It's too bad they're not getting to the March Madness tournament, or at least far in the tournament. This dude is swinging for the fences. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm watching another game. But anyways, my whole thing is Florida is going to take it off. Out of all the teams I named, there's no one beating Florida, and it's not even close. So if you guys have any thoughts, any other comments, any other opinions about who's going to win, let me know in the comments.